I'm excited to talk to you about revolutionizing your resolutions and how to create lasting change instead of short-lived promises. So welcome today. If you're watching live or on the replay, I am thrilled to dive into today's topic on revolutionizing your resolutions. Now, I don't know about you, but this New Year's resolution thing has never really resonated with me a whole lot. Let me know if I'm just the only one. But yeah, it never really quite clicked for me. So I want to shake things up a little bit. I want to ditch the cliches. I want us to create a real revolution in our lives. That's what I'm hoping for. So today I'm going to share 3 ways that will revolutionize your approach to New Year's resolutions so that you can create lasting change that really aligns with what matters to you and what's important to you, what you really, really want. I love helping business owners and leaders really navigate success by design and their growth by design, and really empower you to lead with intention. And so for today, as a bonus gift, I would love to offer everybody watching my ultimate success planning clarity tools called my Business Success Planner. And it looks something like this, if you can see this. It is a great way to gear up your growth with more alignment and more ease for 2024. And that's my gift to you. So if you want that resource now, go ahead and type clarity in the comments and I'll get you the resource. If you are new to my world, big welcome vibes to you. I am Michaela and I work with savvy, heart-centered business owners and leaders who've really outgrown good enough. And they often wonder, hey, how can I reignite my business and break free from stagnation? Or what's my clear path to growth? Or how can I market my business more effortlessly and turn my visibility activities into profitability? And so picture this, having a compass and a clear roadmap when you hit a business plateau. Imagine having a seasoned guide there with you to steer you away from those wheel spinning moments towards success. Well, as a business growth strategist and self-leadership coach, that's what I do. So that's my jam. That's a little bit about me, but let's dive into what I want to talk to you about today, because the new year is often filled with this contagious energy to set resolutions and make grand plans for the upcoming months. But I want to talk straight about that, because how often do those resolutions fizzle out faster than last year's sparklers, right? So I'm going to share with you today 3 reasons why New Year's resolutions without a solid business plan might be holding you back from the success that you truly desire. And I'm going to share 3 game-changing strategies to transform how you approach resolutions to ensure that you make lasting changes that really align who you are with what you want, so that you create your results and that you grow your business this year by design and not by default. So that's the topic today. So the first thing that I want to share with you is the first problem that we have, and the reason why New Year's resolutions don't work is because of the resolution hype. Okay, so we've all been there. Fueled by that excitement, right, of a new beginning, we set these resolutions and they sound fabulous January 1st, but they lose their luster by about this time this year, or by February. Why? Because resolutions often lack the depth and strategy needed for real lasting change. It's like building a house without a blueprint. You've got this idea for what this house is going to look like, and you've got a vision, and it all might look really good at first, and you're really excited about what you're building. But once you get into the process of actually making it happen, There might be structural issues that surface. Have you thought about what it's actually going to take to reach your goals? Have you thought about the best route to take? Have you considered all the bits and pieces that need to go into actually making it happen? So let's unveil the illusion of perfection, because how many times have we set resolutions, right? Expecting everything to be flawless. We get super excited, but hey, newsflash, life is beautifully messy, right? Have you noticed? So we have to plan for that. And how are you going to mitigate those obstacles? How might you create shortcuts to where you want to get to, accelerate where you want to get to, or navigate roadblocks? So that's with the resolution hype. So the strategy and the fix for the resolution hype is really growth by design and creating a growth by design blueprint. So it's having this big idea, right? And this lofty vision, these audacious goals, is just not enough. And those visions and goals, they need to be anchored, they need to be broken down into proven strategies, which is the how, and feasible and measurable action steps, which is the what. And that becomes the guidepost, right? The guidance from which then that directs your priorities and that directs your day-to-day activities. And also a resource strategy. So if you are going to be navigating those obstacles, which there inevitably will be, right? You've got to have a resource plan of what resources you have and assets you have that you can tap into. Otherwise, it's just a dream, right? And how many times have we been there, right? Where we have these big dreams and these big plans, but they don't end up materializing, or they don't end up working out the way we envision them, right, in our minds. And so for some of you, like many of my clients who have tried to do this on your own, this is where it might get a bit tricky, because I know some of you have the gift of being super big thinkers and big visionaries. And what I find big visionaries, right, is that you love to be in that space of creative visioning and looking towards the future. But you may not know how, or you may not want to, quite frankly, break it down. Like break down that vision into the strategies and the steps and the resource planning to actually operationalize it, right? Operationalizing your vision so that it actually gets implemented. And if you want your vision to get implemented, it's got to be operationalized. So when I work with clients, I help them really, break down their vision into this feasible roadmap, if you will, that brings clarity and brings confidence and traction really towards your goals. And it's not enough, right, to have the blueprint or to have the roadmap. You've also, that roadmap has to hit the road, right? So when the rubber hits the road with the roadmap, you've got to be able to pivot and to be a bit agile and a bit flexible with what comes at you once you start implementing it. And so optimizing the plan, right, for the best results, the fastest results, the easiest results becomes really, really important. And so that is the first piece that I wanted to share with you. So the problem is the resolution hype, right? And the solution or the fix for that is the growth by design blueprint. Okay, let me just check something here. I know we've had some comments. All right, cool. Okay, the second problem that I wanted to share with you today is really about overlooking the power of business planning. Now, I know a lot of the times I talk about business planning and people think, oh no, I don't want to plan. I hate plans. But resolutions that are usually focused on maybe personal goals only, or maybe only on business goals, success comes when you can marry the two. So when you really take an intentional approach to look at what's personally important to you and what's important to you from a business perspective, and you look at this holistically and align them, that's where the power comes in. So integrating your personal growth journey with an integrated plan, the business growth journey, that's where the magic happens. Because then those ambitions are dancing harmoniously together. So the fix for that, the strategy that I recommend is metrics that matter. So what I mean by that is, how do you define success? You'll obviously want to define the numbers that matter in your business from a business perspective, right? So you've got revenue, sales, profitability, number of clients, retention, those kinds of things. Now, if you want a more holistic approach to success, which not only includes the profit side, because you as the business owner, as the leader, also, I'm assuming, let me know if this resonates with you, you want to have some joy and some fulfillment in your venture, and you're not in it just to, you're not in it just for the money, if you're looking for more of that holistic approach, then this is where you want to include a few other metrics into the mix, metrics that matter. So for example, a client of mine, Megan, she wanted to have more fun and more ease as part of her success model. So we created metrics to measure that. And this is helpful for people who, the ambitious type A personalities who are always striving. It's helpful to temper that striving, that ambition with something that's also fulfilling, so that you don't, come to the end of the quarter or the year and you're completely exhausted or burnt out. That you're actually that you're getting some reciprocal energy that's coming back to you from the business and filling you up. So what does that look like for you? So for her, it was wanting to have more fun and more ease. For another client of mine, it's freedom. And so what kind of metrics can you include on your KPI dashboard, in your decision-making process, that includes some of these things: fun, ease, freedom? Maybe it's value alignment, so that when you are making business decisions, when you are creating strategies, when you are hiring, when you are implementing, you are taking everything into consideration. And so it's more of a holistic model. So recap. Overlooking the power of business planning is the second problem, and the fix for that is metrics that matter. The third challenge here is lack of accountability. So one of the biggest pitfalls of resolutions is the lack of accountability. It's super easy to sweep those promises under the rug, when nobody's watching. So what if you replaced resolutions with tangible, measurable goals within a well-crafted roadmap? Suddenly you've got a bit of a plan that has built-in accountability to make it easier for you to track progress, to celebrate your wins, etc. So the strategy that I recommend is regular realignment. A client of mine, Carol, said it best. She said that as a business owner, there's lots of distractions from the core business focus. And by having a business blueprint and support with navigation, she can make better decisions. She can sidestep obstacles. She can identify opportunities along the way without getting derailed, because there's lots of shiny objects out there. And that's because we take regular stock and we get her realigned and refocused on what matters. And that way she can really move faster. She can be more intentional. She can make better decisions, quicker decisions, and she doesn't get bogged down in the weeds or the day-to-day, operations or management of the business. So embrace the magic of small, consistent actions. Revolutionary change doesn't happen overnight. It's really the result of those daily intentional steps. You know that. And together we create that roadmap that turns resolutions into habits. And spoiler alert here, right? It's not about doing more. In fact, it's more about doing the right things consistently, and being able to take stock and optimize as you go, so that you are able to, again, really intentionally and purposefully take your business to whatever level or whatever growth looks like for you, whatever success looks like for you, and you do it in a really intentional way. Because if you don't grow by design, you just get the default. And this is a perfect time of year to really set yourself up for success for 2024. So let's bid farewell to the resolution rut. Your dreams are way too grand to be limited to resolutions. They really deserve more of a strategic blueprint for success, and not a plan that feels constrictive, right? We don't want you to feel, especially for the visionaries in the room, the creative minds, a plan that's going to be constrictive, feeling like a straitjacket. No, that's not what we want. But we want something that's anchored, right? That you can run your vision on the rails of a track, that in a direction, headed in the right direction, and really taking into consideration what matters to you and making sure that you get to where you envision and where you plan to go. Your purpose is way too important to leave things up to chance. So as we wrap up here today, this is just a quick live here today. Let's revolutionize your approach to resolutions, and say goodbye to the resolution hype. Welcome a growth by design approach. Don't overlook the power of planning, and include the metrics that matter to you, all of the metrics that matter, even the ones that are non-conventional, like having more fun, having more ease, having more fulfillment and flow. And avoid the biggest roadblocks on your success path, which is that lack of accountability, lack of consistent right action, lack of strategy, winging it, hoping for the best, and really embrace that power of focus and that power of intentionality. So if you're ready to make this year your best year yet, let's dive in it together. If you want some support to grow your business with more intention, alignment, clarity, and success, my DMs are always open. As I mentioned at the top of the live, if you want to get your hands on my business success planner, which is an incredible planning tool, helps you really think through what it is you want for yourself and get clear on the strategies and the actions and the resource plan to really make it doable and to make it happen. Just type the word clarity in the comments, and I'll send you the details for that. And remember, lead with intention, my friend, and choose to design your business to support not only your goals, your dreams, but design it to include who you are, your strengths, your passion, what matters to you, what you're truly meant to do in the world. Sending you all my love and a high five for your unstoppable success in 2024. And until next time, bye for now.